you were saying it before, right? There's no big name like Pili Pili or Nina or Cham in his way.
That would have been so great to see Pili Pili versus Special. But yeah, I guess no one showed up today that could really give him a run for his money. No offense to the other players, but we'll see. It's up to y'all to prove me wrong now. And here we are, the decider match of who gets to face Special in whatever race he chooses. Spawning in the top right-hand corners on Pillars of Gold. LE, a map I don't believe we've seen yet today. It is the man playing for Team Alpha X Latin America, and he goes by the name of MooD.
And spawning. Oh my god! I just realized, mate. We'll do it. We'll do it for the finals. We'll do it for the finals because we have reached the Spanish intro community goal for our channel points. We'll do it for the finals. We're getting there. We have spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold, LE, the purple Protoss, representing himself. He is teamless, but he is hailing from the land of Canada. It is Semper.
Semper.
Okay, so I don't know if these two have ever faced each other before, so yeah, I don't know what to expect.
They're pretty similar, pretty close. Well, I think Semper's a favorite here.
Yeah, like MooD, he's more of an up-and-comer. Like, he's been doing better and better over the course of the year. Like, at the beginning of 2020, we would have been like, who? MooD? What? Like, he wasn't really competing as much. But, like, in the last 6 months, you know, he's been doing good. He's been making deeper runs, getting to the semis, things of that nature. But he's still lacking a little bit, you know? He's not quite on the level of someone like Darkness or Nano or even like Paco Mike, right? Like he's still in that middle ground of Latin American Protoss.
Yeah, he's still not quite on the cusp of breaking out into the best of the best. But hey, maybe he will eventually.
Yeah. Honestly, I think so. I think it's a matter of time. Give him another year, and I think maybe he'll be there. But you know, he needs to work up to that point, and we'll see if he can get through his first opponent here, his first big opponent of the day in Semper.
I mean, it could be a good start to beat Semper to help you get further in your career and then play against Special. But we'll see how this goes. It's going to be a PvP, so could go anywhere, man. The memes are endless here.
Oh yeah, definitely. So far there hasn't been any proxies, but we do have MooD with his Stargate opener. Meanwhile, Semper, he did get a much faster Nexus, a much faster expansion, so he's being a little more greedy. But you know what? When you're greedy like this, it also means you have more to lose. So if we get an Oracle coming out, like, could deal some damage.
Yeah. I wonder if this will get to a game 3. Like, I expect Semper to win, but I wonder if MooD can at least get a map. Maybe 2.
Well, 2 maps, you know. Again, just because of the matchup, because it's PvP, mate.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Anybody's game. Could be MooD's game. Could be Semper's game. Special could come in here out of nowhere as a Protoss and win both of them.
I feel like part of me wants Special to off race for the finals, but at the same time, I feel like he's just gonna get bopped. Like it's one thing to do it against Diamond and Master players, but against GMs, against high level GMs at that, it's like yeah.
It's not a good idea. Like he really doesn't care.
Yeah, like we saw Special making mistakes. We saw him losing his Colossus. You know, like it's
he got taken to the late game as a Protoss, so. And all of his Zerg plays seem to be very all-in-y. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited. I just I'm interested to see where these builds kind of like differ heavily. Besides the +1 here.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? This is a tale very similar to Eggs, where when we cast Eggs, Gaden is usually in the chat cheering for him or, you know, harassing him, you know, depending on the situation. Here we do have Poison, Semper's girlfriend, in the chat cheering for him, hoping that he's able to bring it home here. And so far, he did lose a couple of workers with these oracles, but does push him away.
Ooh, we got out. Yep. And now we get into the boring part of the game.
I know, right?
Wow, full wall off. He has to break himself out?
Yeah, I think...
I missed that.
I guess because he went for a pretty greedy opening with the Nexus first, with the early expansion.
He walled off fully.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. I believe the hallucinated Phoenix is reaching the other side of the map now. Getting a full scout off now into the main and the natural, sending out even a second hallucinating Phoenix, but he sees it all. He knows what's going on. What is his response here? Yeah,
he sees the gateways, he sees, you know, the Stargate, the Robo, everything in production. So that's quite nice. He's able to, you know, feel a little bit more secure about the state. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful.
And he also 1-1 is kind of close to each other.
Oh, wow.
Well, they're not too far off on upgrades. Wow, that's a lot of distance. I didn't know you could shoot it from that far.
Yeah, look at that. Like, I love the stasis wards being thrown down by MooD, but Semper, he already has detection. He's able to take out one of them at least. Or if he's going to be able to take out the other, doesn't let that come too much into play.
Yeah, and now, Semper went for a fake Oracle, I think. Or that was MooD. MooD went for the fake Oracle.
Yeah. He had a hallucinated Oracle to scout around. That's kind of his go-to. He's one to go for Oracles instead of Phoenixes.
Yeah. I heard the noise, but I didn't see anything. Oh, there's one Immortal here. It's going to get target fired down, though, and it's not going to be saved. No Warp Prism. Shield battery overcharge here. A Revelation goes off. One of those stasis wards does activate, but MooD's going to have to back off here.
Yeah, he's forced to recall. Meanwhile, Semper, Blink is done for him, so he just goes on forward, picks off a couple of Stalkers here and there, and Blink only just starting for MooD.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
Oof. All right, and...
I don't know, man. MooD's not out of this yet.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, it was really good that he was able to recall, keep the majority of his units alive. Like, if we look at the worker count, they're pretty similar to each other as well. It just comes down to the tech, right? The fact that Semper, he, as soon as +1 finished, he's working on +2, right? He already has Blink. Meanwhile, yeah, we have other upgrades on the way for MooD, so he's not going to be quite like, his army is going to be a little bit weaker, but at the same time, he does have a much larger immortal count.
Yeah, I feel like the upgrades are going to play a big part here. Both players have +1/+1, but now MooD seems to be going for the armor upgrade instead of +2 attack, I think.
Yeah. Interesting choice. I kind of want to favor +2 attack, to be honest.
Yeah, you normally do, I thought.
Yeah.
All right, here he goes. Here's the big engagement. There's a lot more with this little push here from MooD, I believe.
Yeah, MooD, he does have the larger army, but Semper has Blink and MooD doesn't.
Not done. Yeah, Blink still isn't done. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, MooD's slipping up with this Chrono Boost a little bit. Like, I definitely feel like...
Go ahead.
I feel like you'd want to prioritize this upgrade, right, with your Chrono Boost.
I feel like MooD's seeing what Semper has, and he's like, oh, yeah, I did forget that.
Yeah.
He saw Blink, and he's like, oh, dude, I need Blink. And then he saw a War Prism. He's like, oh, dude, I need a War Prism. And now he just got himself a War Prism to reinforce his army here.
Oh.
He should be able to cancel his base, though. If he moves out pretty soon, he needs to warp in and move out at the same time. Here it is. No warping just yet. An instant cancel. There's the warping of one unit.
Yeah, that was a very ambitious expand. Especially because Semper knew, like, the general direction of the army, right? Like, he was harassing it with Blink Stalkers earlier. So, yeah, really bold decision to try and expand.
It's probably a just in case. Like, I'll try it. If it works, it works. One Disruptor finally joining in on the fight. If there's anything we know about PvP is Disruptors win wars.
Oh my god, the War Prism!
Ooh, the War Prism goes down. Disruptor shot. There's no... Oh, didn't get quite the reach he was looking for. He should force field here. This is the smallest concave that he can get. He's going to back up in the force fields. I think he only has enough for one. He's going to have to cancel that base again. There's no more... Oh my god, the counter force fields. There's no more disruptor shots. And the blink forward.
He blinks forward, no!
Both disruptor shots land at the same place, but it doesn't matter. They got decent enough hits off to get the rest of this army cleaned up, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was looking pretty good for MooD there for a minute, but then Semper just, with some excellent micro and using those disruptors to his advantage, is able to close the gap and now is heavily in the lead.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. MooD playing like Patience, blinking with no fear, but mate, you gotta have that fear. You need to respect the disruptors because he blinks on forward, blink was on cooldown, disruptor shots went off, everything died, and now Semper, he's on the counter attack, he's got zealots all over the place, pushing into the third as well. I could never play Protoss.
I hate it, man. It's so hard. The worst is playing against another Protoss.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And with that, Semper takes a huge lead. He's expanding at the same time. The Zealots, they warp in once again, looking to try and deny the fourth base of MooD. At the same time, the War Prism gets into the main base. Zealots in the main as well.
And I think this is the beginning of the end here. He's trying... Is that fourth base gonna go down?
Looks like with these reinforcements, MooD should be able to hold on to it.
Yeah. Oh god, these oracles are still alive. They haven't... I feel like they haven't been used at all, other than for revelations, which I guess is all they're good for.
I mean, you say that, but I would have liked some stasis wards, like defensively. You know?
Yeah, that would have been good too.
We're always fans of stasis wards here.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, MooD can still take a fight if Semper pulls a MooD and like blinks forward aggressively and then loses all his stalkers to disruptors.
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of disruptors here for Semper.
Oof, yeah.
I think that's 6 or 7 in total. Yes, 7 total. This is just like a freaking dodgeball at this point. They're playing dodgeball, just volley after volley, but the DT's moving in. The Revelation really doesn't do anything because they are uncloaked and running home.
Yeah, there's no follow-up, right? They get revealed, but there's nothing to kill them, so they're just gonna back off, wait for Revelation to finish, and then just dive back in. Meanwhile, we have Blink DTs on the way, we got Observer Speed on the way, +3. Right, Semper, he's got everything going for him.
Yeah, he's on full send. And the push is coming. And the question is MooD ready? Absolutely not. He's completely out of position. Moving out himself. We might get into a base trade of sorts here. I don't know what he's shooting at.
He's like, oh my god, MooD, he's got to be in position, right? I'm going to preemptively, like, big brain and send out the disruptor shot. Yeah. Nah, mate, MooD, he's across the map.
What happens if you recall? Does it cancel the Revelation?
That's a good question. I imagine the Revelation may still stay on the army. We'll see if we do see a recall. Like, there's no detection here, so it's... Oh, no, there is detection.
Ooh, the warp. The disruptor shot. What are they doing? Suicide! Oh, my God. And these DTs were too much. He ended up killing half of his own army.
Oh, my God.
But he's still standing strong with 3 disruptors and a handful of stalkers somehow.
You know what? That's very generous of you to say he's standing strong with this. Like, he's standing. He's upright. he's erect right now. But how erect can he be as the Blink Stalkers?
The Stalker Blink is disgusting. The Blink DTs is disgusting. GG, Semper wins that. And it was actually a little bit less convincing than I thought. You know, MooD put up quite the fight.
He did. GG.
Wow. Was that game 1?
That was game 1.
That was game 1. What a game.
asking players not to forget game heart because that was not in the previous game.
All right, let's see. You know what is kind of making me sad, man, is that the new game, the new RTS company, they're not gonna have a game out for quite some time, maybe years.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like when it comes to
Hopefully
Frost,
by the time the end of the ESL, like whole, guaranteed 2 more years of game thing ends, hopefully that's when the next game drops.
that's honestly that's cutting it close, right?
Yeah.
It's cutting it real close.
2 years, yeah.
In 2 years, maybe we have a pre-alpha. It's hard
maybe
to say.
we have a demo.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
2 years? How long do you think it would take to make a real-time strategy?
I want to say 3 years, then we get like a beta.
Oh, damn.
It takes a while to make a game. You can't just pump out a game. It's not. Then like
Pump
9
out,
months.
man. I'm talking about 2 years, man.
Mate.
2 years, and you're like, you can't just pump them out that easy.
Exactly.
It doesn't take this 600 days.
What are you on about? Remember, there were 2-year gaps between Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm, and they weren't even new games. They were expansions. They built upon an existing engine.
Yeah, but were they instantly decided to be made, or did they decide later on to start making it?
That's the question.
That's the question. Only scientists know. What we do know is we're on this map that we don't see too often, but we see it every once in a while. It's one of those medium maps. It is Oxide LE, and in the bottom left-hand corner of that map is the pink Protoss player playing for Alpha Latin America. It is MooD.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Canadian Protoss player, the green Protoss, no longer purple. We have Semper.
DTs for the win.
DTs, and okay, MooD, he's sending out a probe, and it's not going. It is going to the base. No, what a guy. what I'm so disappointed.
He just wanted to trick us out.
With
He's
this
all
probe.
the casters watching this right now are gonna think I'm proxying, and then
I know, right? I'm like, he's making a beeline for it. He's going straight for the corner of the third. Nope, he just goes to the main.
He's a tricky one. All right, let's see, man. I would like to see some cannons going down right now. Fortunately, we're not gonna get it. Maybe Special can come in with some cheese.
Maybe it's possible. It is quite possible that he. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised he at least proxies once in the finals. That's kind of his MO. I don't like. To be fair, he doesn't need to. Like, if he wanted to play macro every game, he probably could to win, but yeah, he likes to spice things up.
Why not spice things up? You got a big opponent like Special coming up. If you win, might as well be pretty crazy here. Have fun with it, because the next game is not going to be very fun for you. It's going to be a straight beat down. At least we hope, coming out of Special.
We'll see. We'll see. Again, we don't know if Special stayed up all night to play DreamHack or if he woke up early, because if he stayed up, that could be why, we saw some questionable plays earlier from him when it comes to his off race.
And then what does that mean for DreamHack? Is he gonna go to sleep again and then wake up and play, or is he gonna stay awake? Is he gonna take a nap?
That's the question. I hope he takes a nap. Hope so.
Yeah. Hopefully he goes to sleep like in the afternoon and wakes up in the night. Practice, get warmed up. Because also you gotta warm up before a big game like that, so it's not like he can wake up like 30 minutes before his game and just hop on.
Yeah. And of course, we cannot forget that after this game, of course, we do have our random raffle for the players. Of course, Jim Rising will not be a part of that raffle because he did forfeit his spot.
But Special will be.
He will. Could win some.
Too worried about that money, anyways.
Hey, that's what Special's here for, man. That's what he wants. That's what he needs.
Jim's probably the most highest paid and richest person we have here on the stream.
It's possible. It's possible.
is very possible. Let's see what goes down here. Hallucinated Oracle does go down. Shield battery out for Semper, being a little bit safe. Or maybe a little bit not greedy.
Ooh, and we do see, there it is. A blink is on the way for Semper, +1 as well, I imagine. But MooD has a much faster forge here. When he went for a forge first, he's neglecting his Twilight Council, neglecting those upgrades. I don't know if that's
he's
the right
getting
move.
you got the Robo instead of the Twilight with Blink, which was also instantly scouted. And what does that mean? Does this mean there's gonna be more Immortals for MooD in a push here soon? +1 Immortal sound pretty heavy.
I imagine this could be crazy. I imagine he's gonna want to play defensively, right? Like with Immortals.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, like he's delaying Blink, right? Like if you get Blink, you want to be aggressive. Going for Immortal first, like we'll see. So far, yeah, that's I'm a little bit concerned, right? MooD, he's lacking a little bit in the gas. We didn't see an Immortal on the way or a Warp Prism.
I guess that was just like a defensive Robo to get the Observer out. Okay, there it is. The robotics production is underway, and he's gonna have +1, and I'm sure he's gonna get Blink here soon. I think he needs to prioritize +2 and then maybe go for a +2 timing attack.
Yeah. I mean, so hold on. Do you want to quickly check? So MooD did scout his opponent. He did see the opener, so he should know that Semper has faster Blink. So because of that, he shouldn't
know that he has the faster upgrades.
Yeah. So as long as he's on top of his upgrades, as long as he gets +2 and not +1 armor after +1 attack.
Oh my god, yeah. And as long as he doesn't hit in between that gap or try and take any big engagements between those 2 times.
Yeah.
The upgrades finishing. Here it goes. 10 seconds. What's he gonna do?
What's he gonna get?
It's still chrono boosted.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? You have the minerals and the gas for it.
It's just gonna be a big old sigh.
Oh god. He's getting distracted right now by the Stalkers of Semper. Of course, Semper, he has Blink. Oh my god.
And still, no +2.
Give it to us. We want it. There it is.
There it is. Yeah. What a guy.
Yeah.
But Semper, that really kind of closed the gap, and Semper's only like 10-20 seconds behind on the upgrade.
You're not wrong.
If Semper gets his right now, which he should, there's no engagements going on anywhere on the map to distract him. How fast does Semper get his? This is the real race right here. He's already putting down gates right next to it.
Oh, he's throwing down some gates at the same time.
Every second that goes by is bad for Semper.
Ooh. Okay, he backs off with the Stalkers. There was an opportunity there to maybe Blink on top of the Immortals, but as we see Semper, he needs to start his upgrade ASAP. Otherwise, as you said, we do have this window, but there it is.
There it goes.
It's on it. It's on it, mate.
I mean, he was a little late with because there was engagement going on, but MooD will have a small, like 30-second gap, a window with this upgrade.
Oh god.
Is he gonna recall, or is he gonna?
Oh god.
Is he gonna go for the base trade?
Oh god. Oh, Semper, he just like outmaneuvered like a worm. He was able to just wiggle around his opponent, went straight into the natural.
Yeah, now we're in an interesting base trade scenario here. The Warp Prism, he's warping in the fight, MooD is, so that's how you know it's a base trade. And after this base goes down, fighting up a ramp is going to be kind of hard. It's going to be coming down to these force fields. He's not even pulling the boys back at home. He's supply blocked. Oh, and Semper just walls himself up there, or was that MooD that walled himself?
He walled himself up with the sentries. He made sure, because you know what Semper did? Before he dove on top of the warpers in the mineral line, he depowered everything. There's no warpings at the moment for MooD. MooD has the warpism, but he can't reinforce.
Wow, that's a terrible thing about being Protoss versus Protoss.
And he denies +2.
Wow, and this is buying him more time to warp into his main base and defend for Semper.
Exactly. Like MooD is trying to find a way in, but Semper, he defends, he forces MooD back, and now MooD, he's just stuck out here. He's trying to find a way in.
And his +1 is not, +2 is not gonna finish it all. He didn't actually even kill it. He just left it there, unpowered. And Semper doesn't have to take this engagement really ever. He can just keep reinforcing until he has a convincingly better army.
Yeah, exactly. That's all he has to do at the moment. I mean, MooD's trying to find a way in, but the force fields are so on point for Semper. He just doesn't let it happen.
And you only need 2 for this ramp, so I mean, it's really not that hard to keep popping those shields off every minute, and he's MooD supply blocked, even though he has no workers and no units and no production.
Yeah, he just can't. This is
it here.
This is all he has to work with. And in the beginning, it was okay because he had the much higher immortal count. He had 3 to 0. But now we have 2 out for Semper. Slowly but surely, it's getting higher and higher. He even recalls.
Yeah, and he should be able to end the... Yeah, there you go. GG. What a guy. With the 2-0 victory, and now he has to face the ultimate opponent, the final boss. The biggest and baddest of all American players, Latin or Northern. He's gonna face Special in the finals.
This is it. This is the finals we were waiting for. Semper versus Special. It couldn't have gone any other way, other than maybe pure legacy throwing a wrench into things. But yeah, it's gonna be a TVP. I imagine Special, he has been off racing, but I don't think you want to risk off racing versus Semper.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Darking said, "Let me go get Special." Like he has to physically get up from his computer. You mean let me send a DM? But it is our that time of the event here, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys don't know, if you guys don't tune in every single week, then you don't know. But now you do, because I'm telling you, at the end of every tournament, right before the actual finals, we do have a giveaway, a raffle of sorts for anyone who participated in the tournament. All you got to do is sign up for the tournament, show up, play your games, and win or lose, you are entered in the raffle to win. Everyone gets 1 entry, and it is absolutely random, and it's anybody's game, and you guys can see it go down right here live. Light, are you ready?
I am ready. Here we go. As I click the randomize button, I show it on stream, and here we go. We have 18 eligible players.
Push the button.
Oh boy.
Oh, what, again?
What?
Again. This guy won yesterday's tournament's giveaway.
It's happening. It's happening. It's James Baxter. Yo, he's making bank.
He's making bank, and I don't think he's even won a single game. And he's got paid more than a lot of players have gotten paid for being here every week.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't think we've had anyone win 2 times consecutively, especially this guy who just competed for the first time ever, I believe, yesterday. I've never seen him before, because we kind of made fun of him a little bit because he's a Latin American player, and his name's James Baxter, which does not sound Latin American at all. And I believe he's like, what, Peruvian? We just discussed this earlier.
Yeah, he's Chilean.
Chilean, that's what it is. I was like, Brazilian? You're like, no, Chilean. I was like, Peruvian? No, Chilean. I'll get it right eventually. Maybe if he wins a couple more times. But congratulations. I think this man's made like, what, 10, 20 bucks or something like that already?
He's made 20 bucks in 2 days.
For losing.
Yeah.
It looks like losers really can be winners after all.
Oh boy, yeah, and we do see that, Puzzle, he was a close second, whatever that means. It's so close yet so far, and congratulations once again, James Baxter, for winning 2 random raffles in a row. This is like Yoda level of luck right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's Yoda level luck right there, man. I hope you're okay in life, because with great luck comes terrible bad luck at times. It's a give and a take. It's never regular luck. But if you guys don't know, there was some giveaway on someone else's stream. They're giving away a t-shirt and the war chest, and I won the t-shirt, and then I guess I had my phone next to me, but I wasn't paying attention, and I heard Yoda, and by the time I responded, they're like, oh, you weren't here, you lost the free t-shirt. I was like, oh man. And then they did the second raffle, and then I ended up winning the second raffle as well. So I won 2 times in a row, but only got 1 prize. So this man, James Baxter, is even luckier than me. He won twice and actually got to keep the prize both times.
Exactly. My god, this guy, the luck that he has, this Chilean Zerg.
I wish he had a Wikipedia, because I can't picture that being his real name, being from Chile.
He deserves it now, honestly. He needs a Wikipedia page.
All it'll say is 1 random raffle 2 times, Battle of the America, Sentimental Latino. His earnings will be 20. At least, how would you even say that in Spanish? James Backstep.